What's up, guys? Let me show you what we got working on today. Got to do a little bit of work on no log splitter here. I was using it a few weeks back, and well, we ended up blowing a seal out on the cylinder there. So we're going to work on trying to get this apart, popping this off, and getting the cover off, and getting the piston pulled out so we can measure it and see what size seals we need. I did find them online. I'll put the link to it in the description in case anybody else is going through the same issue or has this same machine and experienced seal failure. This machine's about probably coming up on 10 years old now, and she split a lot of wood. But anyway, I don't think seals are about $15 or $20, but nonetheless, we still got to pop it all apart so we can make sure we got the right stuff get the right stuff to work with. Yeah, I should have brought the impact gun down. I didn't. Okay. There's that. We should be able to just slide this. We'll stick this bolt back to there so we won't lose it. Now, I'll show you what we got on this thing here. So, on the end of this cylinder, you can see over here that this has a Allen bolt, and that is a keeper. Well, really, what it does, that thing, your backing plate here, or face plate, whatever you want to call it, the end of it, it has a snap ring that retains it, and that thing, that Allen bolt, just keeps that from being forced down, outward. The snap ring keeps it from being pushed inward, from my understanding. We'll see when I pop that off. I just know you have to take that off, and that's like a locator for it that holds it in place. So I'll try to get this camera fixed around here, but this is going to be kind of a tight squeeze here so you guys can see what's going on. Not really sure how well it's going to show up on camera, but hopefully you guys can see it. That's all it is. I'll set that back here. Just trying to look at and locate the snap ring on it. Okay, I actually pulled the jack off of the machine so I could get a little better look straight down that, but you can look right there at the bottom. There's the seal hanging out. Now I was just trying to figure this thing out. It's supposed to have the end of a snap ring that you pull out. Let me try to clean it out, see if I can see where it's at. Okay, I cleaned it out, and you can see right up there at snap ring. It's not one that has like ears on it. It's just kind of like a piece of metal that pops in, and so you'll have to kind of, let's try to knock this down a little bit. I've got the valve cocked open, so I'm just going to take a hammer and just kind of hit on this to try to knock it down to where we can get a hold of that and pop it up out there. We might have to abort this mission. Look at the Yellowjackets. They're everywhere down here. I mean, they're not bothering me, but they are swarming all over the place. Horrible. I'll try to keep working, but I mean, they're literally like 2 feet from me, swarming like that. Yeah, I think I'm going to move this operation. I mean, that right there is where I was standing working on this thing, and they are like, for whatever reason, they are swarming like crazy right here. I mean, they're not bothering me. They're not coming around me or anything. But it's like anywhere there's a little bit of exposed dirt, they are like tearing it up. They're all around this thing now. I thought about trying to spray them, but I was afraid I might just make them mad, because right now I can walk right through them and they don't. I mean, you see, standing right here beside them, they're not bothering me. But they're everywhere. Crazy. Okay, so it's a couple days later, and yeah, I forgot my microphone and all that stuff, so hopefully the audio will be all right. The Yellowjackets have died down. There's still a few flying around here, but figured I'd come down and try to knock this out. So I got this drove down, just got the retainer ring out. All this, I just took a piece of wood and put here and just kept beating on it back and forth till it finally got down below that ring. Popped out the screwdriver. Now I'm gonna start it up and just try to use the hydraulic pressure to pop this up out of there, because I'd say this is pretty tight. It'll be like almost like a vacuum seal on it. I know we're gonna lose a bunch of hydraulic fluid, but this is what you gotta do. We'll get this all fixed up. We'll put new fluid and new filter in it. I should have brought a pair of gloves down here. Need to get something put through the end of this so I can have something to pull on. Yeah, the problem's not with the piston, it's just with the stuffing box, if you want to call it that. My piece of wood is about to fall apart here. It's coming. You guys can see what the problem is there, where it blew out. Now we can measure it and see what size we need. Order some new ones. The rest of it's okay, but I'm pretty sure the kit comes with internal, external, so we'll replace them all. Okay, I got them seals dug out, except for that bottom one. I'll have to get it out still yet, and we'll make sure the kit comes with the outers. If it doesn't, I'm not gonna worry about it because there's nothing wrong with these. And we'll clean all this up, you know, of course. But, of course, that one right there, it just pulled out. That's where my fingers pulled it out, and that one like disintegrated. It's really hard and brittle like. Well, it don't really look like it, but it is. Like it just cracks. I don't know if that's the way if it's, you know, that hard new, or if that's just where it's got some age on it, but it just fell apart. So anyway, I'll put a link in the description to the kit for this to replace these. And like I said, this is on a Dirty Hands, Dirty Hands 22-ton log splitter. And yeah, of course it'll work on different ones, but that's the main thing, is you just got to pop it apart and measure this and see what size this is. Should be the, you know, your OD, and then how big the rod is, and your width on where your actual seal goes, the width of it. But yeah, like I said, I'll put a link in the description to it once I locate it. I'm gonna wrap this one up here, guys. I'm gonna do a quick video when on the installation of the seals when I get them in, and putting it all back together, and then I'll do an operational test so we can make sure, see if anything leaks or whatever. So appreciate you guys watching. If you don't care, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. That helps the channel out. Thanks for watching.